This is Thomas, though the criminal element of the city knows him only as the Lambda. Operating on a shoestring budget, he patrols the streets alone, relying on a high-risk combination of raw athleticism, a bullwhip, and a pair of handcuffs. For Thomas, the Lambda was never meant to be a professional operation. It was a private coping mechanism, a way to process extreme social isolation by projecting his frustrations into a secret identity. But bootstrapping a crusade has a low ceiling. Without a support network or advanced gear, a single tactical error doesn't just end the mission, it risks public exposure or death. That ceiling is reached when massive fireballs suddenly erupt from the elevator shafts at the Smithville Mall, turning a routine afternoon into a catastrophe. Cut off by a panicked stampede inside, Thomas and his friend Joshua are forced onto a narrow fourth-story ledge, trapped between the drop and the advancing flames. This creates a paralyzed tactical state. If Thomas uses his vigilante training to leap to safety, the media below will capture the Lambda on camera, ending his secret life. If he stays to protect his cover, neither he nor Joshua will survive the heat. It's the ultimate failure of the solo model. He is forced to choose between his secret identity and the survival of his friend. A sleek, dart-shaped vehicle tears through the crowd below, using front-mounted braking thrusters to slam to an instant stop in the chaos. A figure emerges from the hatch, wearing heavy black plating, a full-seal helmet, and a utility belt packed with advanced electronics. To safely jump 4 stories with a passenger, the suit's boot-mounted air jets produce downward thrust, counteracting momentum for a cushioned landing. Returning requires an automated grappling system. A high-tensile cable and motorized winch pull the armored hero straight up the wall. The rescue succeeded because high-level engineering replaced the limitations of human muscle. With the civilians safe, the hero turns to the structure. 2 fires rage at opposite ends of the mall, far beyond the reach of standard extinguishers. The Lambda identifies a way to use the building's own architecture against the fire, focusing on the 5-story central water fountain and the glass skylight dome positioned directly above it. Corrosive acid severs the skylight's seams. The dome falls onto the fountain, where high-pressure water hits the curved interior, deflecting outward. By shifting his weight, the hero tilts the glass, redirecting the massive spray to douse flames at both ends of the mall. Scaling back to the ledge, the hero removes his helmet to reveal Thomas's fiancée, Korsk. Through superior technology, a single operator can weaponize the surrounding environment to solve massive logistical crises. This level of tactical response requires more than just a suit. It requires a massive logistical backend. The Lambda's new headquarters is a professional-grade laboratory, outfitted for chemistry, high-end electronics, and automotive repair. Korsk funded the entire transition using his personal fortune, treating the gear and the facility as a permanent investment in their future together. The supply chain was built on discretion. Korsk utilized blind contracts with an engineering firm, owned by Thomas's sister, to build the ion drive car and the armored suit without ever revealing the end user's identity. Maintaining this scale also requires operational support. The network includes staff like Brad, a driver and mechanic who handles the physical logistics of hiding the vehicle and erasing digital footprints. A modern vigilante operation at this scale is a corporate-level endeavor, relying on NDAs, proxy buyers, and professional support staff to function. Thomas's initial reaction is friction. For years, the Lambda was the only thing that was truly his, a private way to manage his loneliness. Seeing Korsk take over that identity feels like a violation of the only space where he felt in control. Korsk argues that their marriage marks the end of solo burdens. By providing the funding and the tech, Korsk isn't replacing Thomas. He is ensuring that Thomas no longer has to face the physical and mental toll of the city's safety entirely on his own. This reframes the Lambda's purpose. It is no longer a solitary coping mechanism for a lonely man, but a collaborative project. They are sharing a life, which means sharing the risks and the mission of the mask. By moving the Lambda from a solitary crusade into a collaborative partnership, Thomas gains a permanent emotional and operational safety net that armor alone could never provide.